Tallest guy ever to be in space. 6'5"?
6'5". I'm
6'5"?
taller than him, so if I go to space, I'll be the tallest guy.
Are you going to go to space?
I'm always spacing out.
Welcome to Dudes on Dudes. I'm Julian Edelman.
I'm Rob Gronkowski.
And this is the show where your favorite dudes get to talk about their favorite dudes. And on today's episode, which is a very special episode, in honor of the game taking place in Germany, we're talking about some dudes with some German ties. Michael Strahan.
He has no fear in anything he does.
Zero. And Sebastian Vollmer.
He was so large and so strong, he could have probably just lifted up his own house. Like, Patrick and SpongeBob, how he just lifts up the rock and then went under it, and then he would have been fine. And Amon-Ra St. Brown's massive role in the Lions' resurgence. Quarterbacks love players that can get the yak.
Yak daddies.
And us dudes, we wrap up the show by learning to speak German.
Is that Deutschland? It's a learning podcast. Let's go. Dudes on Dudes is a production of iHeartRadio. The game is the Panthers versus the Giants coming from Munich. So Rob thought, we should put on our lederhosens and talk about some German-themed NFL things.
Yes, it's just crazy that there's another game overseas in another country besides London.
London,
the
mate.
UK, mate. And now this game's in Germany. And the first game ever to be in Germany was the Tampa Bay Buccaneers like 2-3 years ago. The year after I retired, and that quarterback stayed because he's an idiot and stayed without his tight end. And then went over to Germany. And
Deutschland.
Deutschland. Well, yes. And now there's another game in Germany. I think it's so great for the NFL. It's expanding into Europe. It's expanding over the whole world. The game is finally being seen by everyone.
Pretzel?
Yes, mate. Pretzel with mustard.
That's like Borat, German. I think some Polynesian in there. I like the accent, Rob.
Jules, I can't even speak English properly. You think I can freaking speak German? Actually, yes, probably.
What do you think about having games in Germany?
I like it a lot, man. I mean, it's huge for the NFL. I mean, the NFL has kind of max capacity itself in the U.S. I mean, everyone watches football in the U.S. Everyone knows about the game of football in the U.S. It's about how to expand the game and how to continue the growth of the game of football. And the NFL has done a great job with that by bringing the games over to Europe, like in London and now in Germany. So I think it's a great thing for players. It's a great thing for the NFL as a league.
I think it's awesome. I remember when we went to London, like it was exciting to go and play in another country. And with all the analytics, you can see where our international fans come from. And it's been pretty crazy how big the population of fans has grown in Germany. It's like our second or third biggest country outside of the States that watch it, along with Mexico and Brazil. So, I mean, anytime we're growing our sport bigger, I think it's awesome.
It is awesome. I mean, they got, obviously, football there, the other football, and now they got football Americano. So what's cool, if you're from Europe, is that you're getting another aspect of sports to watch.
You're getting another football.
Yes, you're getting another football. How can you not be excited?
I keep on thinking you say fupa.
Football.
Have you ever been to Germany?
I never been to Germany, but I was around Germany, kind of. I was in Poland this year.
You went to the homeland? That's where you're from.
Yeah, that is where I'm from. That was really cool. It's kind of a slow, type of feel in that country. Very beautiful. The land, beautiful. The roads, super clean. The cities, super clean. But we were kind of near Germany, but just never made it to Germany.
The Germans are very close with the Polish.
Yes, we have no problems with them. We really like them. We find a NATO treatment of being peace and friendly.
This is why we're being so peaceful and friendly by giving them the Giants and Panthers.
Yes.
That's peace and friendly. That's why we're going to give them the Giants and Panthers going to Munich.
Yes, that is why. I mean, the Panthers and Giants, no threat to anyone. So no threat to any other team. So here you go. We want to keep it peaceful overseas.
Man.
Hey, Jules, I can tell you this. We're talking Panthers, Giants, the games in Munich this year. I am not doing this episode without drinking a German beer throughout the whole episode.
You need a Hefeweizen?
Please fill me up, brother. Fill me up.
Hefeweizen?
I mean, that pour is going to be a little foamy, but
look how big
whatever.
It is. The Germans, very small.
German size. Gronk size. Is this the first cup that looks normal in my hand, Jules?
It really does. It looks like a regular mug in my hand.
Oh, Oktoberfest.
What do they say in Germany? Prost!
Prost! Ha How do you say delicious in German?
I think spectacular.
Spectacular.
Wunderbar.
Wunderbar.
Yeah, puppy.
That's
what it reminds me of German Fest. You know the big-ass buff guy at Beer Fest? That's what Rob is. It's a big fat, oh, yeah, mommy.
Never seen it.
It's pretty funny.
Too busy drinking beer to watch it anyways.
Is it good?
It is good. My goal is to drink 2 beers throughout this whole episode. So watch out. I might be blacked out. If I get blacked out, the shirt may be off. And if the shirt's off, there'll be a lot more dudes in the room because this is Dudes on Dudes.
There'd be one big dude without a shirt on.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get on Michael Strahan.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's do it.
Michael Strahan.
Let's see what the synopsis is about Michael.
Now, Michael Strahan, German episode. Why is he there?
Why is Michael Strahan on the Germany episode? Why?
What's AI have to say about it?
Well, let's
start the clock.
Let's see how smart AI is. Why he is on this episode? I don't think AI would even know.
I don't know. Why would AI?
All right. Michael Strahan was a dominant defensive end for the New York Giants, known for his impressive career stats, including 141.5 sacks and 7 Pro Bowl selections. Holy moly, 141 and a half sacks. Oh.
9!
Wow. Born in Houston, Texas, he spent a significant part of his childhood in Germany due to his father's military service.
There you go.
That explains it right there. AI is smart. AI does have the answers.
AI smart.
After retiring from football, Strahan transitioned to a successful media career, becoming a co-host on Good Morning America and an analyst on Fox NFL Sunday.
He replaced Regis.
Off the field, he's known for his charismatic personality and dedication to his family. Mm-hmm.
AI is full of shit.
Why would you say that?
Didn't mention one thing about his gap.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
His teeth. It's like he's like known world. That gap has literally been in space. Man, Michael Strahan's so cool. I mean, he really has been a freaking inspiration for athletes post football career.
Well, hold on. I'm going to stop you right there. He's been an inspiration since the beginning of time, man, with what he's been through growing up all the way through his college days, then getting to the NFL and fighting all odds, and then having that post-career inspiration.
He's an Army brat, they call it, right? When his dad was in the Army, lived in Germany. I guess his uncle played in the NFL. Art Strahan.
And I think he lived with Uncle
Art.
So
Pop shipped him from Germany. Then he went to Texas Southern.
Where
didn't play any high school.
He played high school.
It's fresh. I mean, it's literally the story of Fresh Prince.
Listen to this.
Except Philadelphia and Germany are
the high school he went to, 2 people.
What do you mean? 2 people?
There's 2 people in his high school, in his class.
How do you have 2 people in Germany? Did he go to high school in Germany?
No, he went to the high school in Texas somewhere. I just know the continued joke week in and week out with Jay Glazer and Michael Strahan is that Michael finished in top of his class because there's only 2 people. Even I could finish in top of my class when there's just 2 people.
That's what you call a valedictorian. If we were in a class of 2, who would finish first?
Depends what subject we're talking about.
Math.
Oh, I'm number one there.
Reading.
Number one. I can read. I just can't project that well.
Cooking class.
Oh, I'm a cooker. I used to sing growing up. I'm a cooker. I'm a hooker. And I had no clue what I was really saying. And my brothers would be laughing at me, but I was like 8 years old. I remember I'm cooking. I'm hooking. And they would all know
What were you cooking at 8 years old?
Eggs. Just breakfast sandwiches. Stuff like that. Very easy.
You think Michael Strahan would eat your eggs?
He would eat my eggs. Yes, he would. And then he would eat me on the field because he was a beast.
He was an absolute monster.
Mm-hmm.
When you put on his film, you forget how big he is because he's leaned out so much now. And like he was like freakishly big. I mean, he had 22 and a half sacks in the season.
That's a sack record holder, isn't it? Yeah.
Brett Favre when Brett fell down. But I mean, regardless, that's what quarterbacks do all the time now. You know what I mean? So everyone gives him crap on it. I mean, he was going to get the tackle regardless. Mm-hmm. His power, his speed to power move was insane. He was just so strong and long. And you could tell he worked his dick off. To end the career the way he did, beat the Patriots, undefeated season in the Super Bowl, New York, Boston, then jump over and instantly sit on like Regis and Kelly. I mean, the guy has lived just a storybook type life.
Mm-hmm.
And he's overcome shit too.
Yes, he has overcome stuff. I mean, obviously not really playing football in high school. I don't know where he played at. And then I think some other high school around there just took him in like, oh, you're in our district. It's like a story like that. I'm not exactly 100% sure. And then he went, whatever college he went to. Texas Southern. I don't even think he like really enrolled. It was like, hey, come play football here. And he just showed up and he was on the team. Like, that's kind of his story, like, for real. And then he was drafted second round, I think, by the New York Giants. Yeah, what pick overall? Yeah, he was the 40th overall pick, second round, 1993. That's mind-blowing right there. 1993 was the year he was drafted. Let me tell you, he does not seem that old at all. I feel like he's like, 39, 40 years old to this day.
He's
like looks 52. Young. Looks young.
He's got the TV shit going.
He does.
You don't age.
Mm-hmm. You want to know what I really love about him is that he has no fear in anything he does. And that's what makes him so great. On the field, no fear against his opponent. It didn't matter who he's going against. He was going to bull rush him. He was going to do a move to get around him, swim around him, or absolutely take that tackle. I mean, I've seen some of his highlights, and he's just like, I'm going to keep tossing you, buddy. Like, you know what I mean? He gave no care. And let you know. He would tell you. He loved talking trash out on the field. He had a motor of a mouth. He had a motor of an engine as a football player. No fear at all. And then he had no fear in his after career. Goes on TV, and he's just ready to go. He doesn't care, what's thrown at him. He's just going to go with it full speed at all times.
He works his tail off, and he's a really nice guy. Like, we work with him. And you could just tell it doesn't matter how big he is in the world, and he treats everyone like so nicely.
Treats everyone the same. Treats everyone with respect. Yeah. It doesn't matter what position you are in life.
Gets along with everyone.
What your job title is. And I just love his story from A to Z. When he first got in the NFL too, I don't even think he really registered a sack until like his 4th, 5th year in the NFL. Maybe a couple sacks, but I know he didn't really turn onto the scene until about year 4 or 5.
When you watch him and if you had to block him, what would you do?
I would have been the guy to just chip him. I would have just went, hey, coach, man, this guy has a motor. He's huge, which he's a big guy already. I mean, I'm next to him on the desk, the Fox pregame show. But when I watch highlights of him, I'm like, man, he's like 3 times the size that he is right now when he was playing.
And he's big right now.
And he's big right now. But his arms were massive. And like he played like a guy that was like stockier and already had leverage because he was huge. He's like 6'5", 265. And he would get that leverage because he can play low.
Oh, I got a math question for you, Rob.
Yeah, let's hear it. I love math.
Between his NFL career and his media career, how many hours do you think Michael Strahan has been on TV?
Oh, my gosh. That's a math question that's over my head, Jules.
How many hours has Michael Strahan been on TV? That's a fucking question.
Well, here's the tricky part. In a game, while you're playing in the NFL, you're not on the TV the whole game.
No, but
yeah, so
I mean,
maybe like 4 minutes a game.
No.
All right, I would just say
because you're on the TV longer than 4 minutes because he got you on the sideline.
Yeah,
he was always
he was getting so many sacks that they would keep the camera on him. I would say about 1 million minutes.
1 million minutes?
1 million minutes.
How many years is that?
That's 1 million
minutes. Can we ask Chat GPT or something?
1 million.
What does AI say? Roughly?
Minutes. I mean, I said 1 million minutes. That's 1 million minutes. What else do we need to know? 1 million minutes is 1 million minutes. I'm telling you, I'm a math magician. That's what it equals. What about his get off? Let's talk about his get off real quick. I mean, that's what made him a special player is the ability of him to just burst right off the line and get to the quarterback and mess up the offensive tackle in a split second is what made him the great player that he is. And then he had a get off in his post-career. He had a get off while he was playing football. I mean, this guy is legendary. He's a role model in the community.
Great dad.
Great dad, great family man, great teammate to have.
Great teammate.
And it's a guy I feel like you would want on your team and not a guy you want to be playing against.
Oh, yeah, you definitely don't want to play against him because he's going to whoop your ass and he's going to let you know he's whooping your ass.
You think Brett Favre?
In like a funny way.
Exactly. He does do that. Yeah, he does do that. He does that to me.
He's witty.
He does that to me, and he thinks
witty.
I don't notice, but I notice, Michael. I notice what you're doing to me on Fox Sundays. You're coming at me, but you're so witty. You're pretending you're not. I got your game down, buddy. Oh, but hey, I got a question. You think Brett Favre was just scared of him, so he kind of let him have that sack?
100%. Who's not?
Oh, hold on. My shorts. I'm sorry, Jules. My shorts are just really short. Yeah, there we go. There we go. And I look better now. I look more professional.
Yeah, 100% Brett Favre was, I mean, did you see Strahan? He looks huge. Who wouldn't be scared of him?
Huge.
Brett Favre, I mean, I would be scared of him if I was in the pocket and he got a free release at you. Like, he beat his defender pretty easy on that play.
He's the prototypical defensive end that you want on your team. Size, speed, get off, power, leg strength.
Good in the run.
And pass. Obviously,
Could
he cover? Did he ever drop?
I saw like one fumble return for a touchdown. Also, crazy fun fact about Stray: tallest guy ever to be in space. 6'5".
6'5". I'm
6'5".
taller than him, so if I go to space, I'll be the tallest guy, Jules.
Are you gonna go to space?
I'm always spacing out. So yeah, I'm the tallest guy ever to go to space, Jules.
So was he like weightless and everything? He got to do the whole. That's pretty crazy.
Good thing he lost that playing weight because I don't think he would have been allowed up because he was really big back then. Like he would have been way too big for the spacecraft or whatever.
Imagine his spacesuit. It's probably huge. Yeah. They probably had to get extra fabric.
Man, would you go to space?
I would love. I'd let him do it a few more times. I would go to space.
We should do a show in space. If you go to space, I'll go to space. But like, I agree. Let's have like.
Let me get it.
Like 20 more people go on like the mission. Yeah, and then we would go like once we know it's really safe because we don't want this show to die. All our fans love this show, man. We can't.
We don't think that they're. Yeah. We don't think, but you never know.
We can't have this show like just disappear like that. No. Dudes on Space. It could be called.
Dudes on Space.
Dudes on Dudes in Space.
Dudes on
Space
Dudes.
On Dudes. Spacey Dudes.
Spacey on Dudes.
Mm-hmm.
Kevin Spacey on Dudes.
Mm-hmm. Space Dudes? Oh, man. Space Dudes on Dudes?
Space Dudes on Dudes.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Time. What kind of dude is Michael Strahan?
He's a whiz, man. I think he's a whiz. He has a lot of innovation, which he has. He innovated the position, the defensive end position. He also innovated a career after football. It kind of gave birth to you. He kind of gave birth to myself. He gave birth to many others out there because as a football player, as an NFL player, people think, the prototypical thing out there that people think is, hey, that person can just play football. That person's just an athlete. Well, he's the one that kind of broke that mold for us athletes and then having a better career after football. And he had an unbelievable career, Hall of Fame career, and then having an extra Hall of Fame career, post-football. Got to give it to him. You got to be a wizard. You got to have that innovation, and he sure does.
Well, he's like definitely a dude's dude because anytime you're at Fox, like he's always a fun dude to be around at work.
Yeah, he is a real fun dude to be around work. He's so witty, man, and he's on at all times. And if you watch his highlights as well on the football field, You know, I mean, he's just talking garbage at all times. He's always on. It's something that I admire, man.
I
Someone
know.
that's always on at that,
Always on.
at that size too. Because people that size, man, it takes more to always be on.
You're
you know?
that size.
Exactly. I'm that size, and he's always on. He has a gift, man. He was born with a gift. There's no doubt about it. And he was a freak of nature on the field too. So,
But he's also a
This
stud.
is tough. Yeah, he is a stud, man. He's a stud off the field. He's a stud on the field. I mean, and he's a dog too because he don't give up.
I mean, he looks so long. He kind of looks like Derrick Henry out there.
Yeah, he's a big version of Derrick Henry. Oh yeah, good point.
He's also a dog, though.
What do you want to go with though? What summarizes him best?
All right, on 3, you say what you say. I'll say what I say. 1, 2, 3. Stud.
Freak. Come on, Jules. We gotta, be more on the same page.
Freak? You think why is he a freak?
I mean, he used to take freaking 330 pounds off the tackles and just throw him to the ground right out of his way, and then get to the quarterback and drop him right to his knees.
And it's pretty freaky that big ass DN football player is sitting at the table talking to like housewives all around the world, and they love him.
That's
freaky.
That is freaky. And it's freaky how he can talk 24/7 as well.
And he's always on.
He can come up with an answer and a solution for anything that's thrown his way. And he can do interviews.
He's really good at interviews.
He's all purpose, man.
He's freak. Stamping it. He's a freak.
He is. Freak.
Our next guy.
I'm feeling pretty good off one beer.
Are you?
Actually, like 7th, 8th of a beer.
Math guy.
So, not one beer yet.
Math guy.
Who's our next guy? Isn't this the guy, the next guy? Isn't it the guy that we play with?
Who do we got?
Oh, we got number 76. Bye, Michael. Bye, you freak. We got, I don't want him to see me. Like, don't show that. Like, that just do his picture. I don't want him to come after me. I mean,
he's a freak.
Yeah, he's a freak. But all right. Back to Sebastian. I'm gonna hire Sebastian to be my bodyguard. A 2nd round pick, and I think 2009.
Same man.
Sebastian Vollmer.
Sebastian Vollmer.
AKA Seabass.
Seabass. Kick his ass.
Mm-hmm.
Start the clock. What does AI have to say about him?
Bum, bum, bum. AI. Let's see if AI knows anything about
Dusseldorf.
German people. Sebastian Vollmer was a prolific offensive tackle for the New England Patriots, known for his 6'8" frame and 320 pounds of strength.
Very strong.
Very tall, very tall. It made me feel like a dwarf.
Like a little boy.
Yeah. I was a little boy out there, actually. Over his career, he started 80 of his 88 games that he played, helping the Patriots win 2 Super Bowls, Super Bowl 49 and Super Bowl 51.
Heck yeah.
Born in Dusseldorf, Germany.
Dusseldorf.
Vollmer didn't start playing football until he was 14.
14?
14.
4. Yeah.
1-4.
9.
After retiring in 2016, he became a booming NFL broadcaster in Germany, often acting as a Patriots ambassador. Off the field, he's known for his down-to-earth personality and dedication to promoting football in his home country. And some fun facts real quick. Vollmer won a barbecue cook-off in his neighborhood. What a fun fact that is. Won a barbecue cook-off in his neighborhood. AI, man. AI, where did you pull that from? Oh, my gosh. He's an avid beekeeper. Oh, my gosh.
He's a beekeeper?
He ate all his honey. He ate all his honey.
That's why he's 6'8".
That is why he's 6'8" and freaking tosses up weight like it's nothing.
Nothing.
That's where I was going. And he once accidentally locked himself out of his own house while wearing only his underwear.
That's on AI?
What the heck? I think I love Sebastian even more. That's a Sebastian type move, though. That's a Seabass move right there.
Oh, my God. Seabass.
Oh, my God.
He was so large.
But he was so large and so strong, he could have probably just lifted up his own house. Like, Patrick on SpongeBob, how he just lifts up the rock in his house and goes in. He should have just lifted up his house, like threw it up in the air real quick and then went under it, and then he would have been fine.
We all used to live next to each other in that street.
Yeah, we did.
He could definitely probably lift that house up.
What was the name of that street again?
What was it?
Shea Lane.
Shea Lane.
No, I was Shea Lane.
I was on
Sebastian was Shea Lane. And then you were pacing, but you were like half a mile, if that, away from us.
Yeah, it was a bike ride away.
Yeah, bike ride.
Freaking Seabass. We were drafted in the same draft. He was such a big dude, and he was always really smart. Like, he always had really great questions to like Scarnecchio or Josh. I just remember him always being able to like, hey coach, but what if this happens on this and we're in this? You know, like, he had a really outgoing thought process of the game for someone who never grew up around the game.
Mm-hmm. Or really knew the game.
Yeah, he starts playing at 14. Yeah, you can start playing at 14, which is different than kids that start playing in 14 here, but it was so natural here.
Also, when he was playing at 14, it wasn't like real football he was playing. What league was that?
It's like club.
It was like some type of club football. It wasn't the same rules. Wasn't the same schemes. None of that. I mean, there was some similarities of the league that he was playing in when he started playing football, but it was nothing like American football.
I don't think so.
So where'd he go to? University
he went
of
to Houston,
where he had a pretty solid career there. And then the way he got to the Patriots, I'm pretty sure like the New England Patriots, they were looking for an offensive tackle at the time, you know, to start for them or just to back up.
We needed someone, yeah.
And I'm pretty sure he played in the East-West game.
East-West Shrine.
After being, you know, in college at the University of Houston. And that's when he really got scouted by the Patriots. And I'm pretty sure the Patriots sent Dante Scarnecchio, one of the best offensive line coaches in the history of the game. No doubt about that. I mean, he's the reason to a lot of our success in New England. And what's wild is, like, he's tiny. Like, you know, offensive line coaches are usually offensive linemen beforehand. Like, Dante Scarnecchio demanded a room. He was older, like 75, 70s. 5'10", 180 pounds, and he just lined up his offensive linemen like a drill sergeant and just controlled them like unbelievable.
I remember the first day of rookie camp, Scar yelling at Seabass, saying something like, "You guys, you fat pieces of shit, better start running. Because while you guys are out here bouncing around this league for 5-6 years, I'm going to have to work at Walmart because I'm going to get fired for not getting you to be able to play." It was like the first day of rookie OTAs. I'm like, oh my God. I don't know if it was going to Seabass, but I was like, that was my welcome to the NFL moment. Like, holy shit.
And then they scouted Sebastian. They had a workout with him. I mean, I saw a clip.
I think Scar, he did his pro day.
He did his pro day, and he put him through a workout. And he said that, you know, Sebastian was smart. He did everything that he was told. He picked up on everything. He picked up on the schemes right away. It's just showing how smart he was. And then he also talked about how Sebastian learned the English language.
How was that, Rob?
And that was just watching American flicks.
Just American TV.
American TV. Man, I watch German TV, and my eyes are going to space faster than Michael Strahan went to space. This guy learned English.
How'd you learn English?
Oh, just learned it. Just growing up. Just did. I was around it a lot as a kid. Being around my mom, my dad, my brothers, friends.
What was your first word?
Mama. Mama.
Mine was Baba.
Mama. I wonder what Sebastian's first word was, because it's not mama. That's English.
Yeah.
What do you think it was?
It's probably like, Oma. Oma. Oma's grandma in like German.
You want to know what Bill Belichick once said too about Sebastian Vollmer?
What did he say?
Is that when Sebastian would utter things underneath his breath?
What, in like German or something?
Yeah, in German. Yes. He knew that it was never good. He knew it was never good.
That's a great observation, Coach Belichick. That's called scouting right there.
Yeah. Sebastian was athletic, great size. Hey, I'm scouting Sebastian right now, okay? Right. I know you're getting excited. He's athletic, great size. He was light on his feet. He has 36 to 38-inch arms, depending on the workout that he did that day. He's thick everywhere, dude. I'm telling you, he's thick. His calves, his quads, forearms, biceps, triceps, abs. He's thick. It's like he almost had a six-pack, but he didn't because he was so big. But he thick, like thick boy, man.
But he
Big
wasn't
boy.
like fat.
No, he wasn't fat
He's always
at all.
well. Now he's like a bodybuilder.
Mm-hmm.
He's shredded. He looks so good right now.
He looks like a tight end.
He looks like if Van Damme was like 6'8".
Mm-hmm.
He's
He
that
does.
ripped right now.
He's got good feet.
He always had good feet. He was
Great
always
feet.
on balance.
I was working out with him. Brian's.
Yeah,
Where was
EPS.
it? EPS, yes. EPS, my going into my second year in the league during the lockout,
Yeah.
right, the NFL lockout, we would always be working out there. I just remember him working out, and like I was just amazed how strong he was. He took 140-pound dumbbell, just went right on the bench, grabbed the other one just like this, that easy, and just started tossing it up for a set of 10. 140-pound dumbbells for a set of 10. Like it was nothing.
The Germans have particular beer that makes them very strong.
Yeah, well, then let me keep drinking, Jules, because I want to be very strong like Sebastian. And if he was drinking beer to make him strong, I need another beer. Fill me up, please. I already had one. I want one more.
I got you.
While you fill me up, how about the time when Coach Belichick put him out there and he's told Sebastian Vollmer, hey, if you catch this punt, we're done for the day. Everyone's off practice.
Hey, that's
No
clutch.
meetings. What happened? What did Sebastian do?
He caught a punt.
He
and
caught a punt.
He gave us training camp. That was early in our career.
Mm-hmm. That was I think my rookie year or my second year in the league. I think it was my second year. But that was great. Seabass, thank you for coming through. I'll remember it, for the rest of my life that you got me off meetings that night. Thank you. Amen. Because those meetings are way too long.
His first start in 2009 was that Tennessee Titans game where it snowed in like October 15th or something like that. He was replacing Matt Light, who was starting. I think he got banged up. We didn't give up a sack. Like it was his first game in. Pressure was on. Young football player from Germany and helps give up 0 sacks. And we blew out the Tennessee Titans that
Like
game.
what, 59-0?
It was 59-0.
You want to know why you guys, won that game 59-0 and why Tom threw like 8 touchdown passes
In the first quarter.
Because he was very comfortable that Sebastian Vollmer was his left tackle.
He was comfortable.
He was
Just like we
comfortable.
were all comfortable when Coach Belichick said, hey, Sebastian Vollmer, if you catch this punt right here on this windy day at training camp when we've been running you guys for 15 straight days into the ground, not a day off, full pads, twice a day. If you catch this punt, I'm going to give you guys meetings off tonight. But we will have practice tomorrow, but you guys will have meetings off tonight. And what'd he do? He caught the punt when he didn't have meetings.
He caught the punt so I could go home and do this quicker. We got to give him a little bit more credit in his broadcasting career because he has made a name for himself in the country of Germany because he's bringing the game and a lot of awareness of American football and bringing it over. And he's doing a great job to translate it. I see a lot of things. He translates English to German.
Translator, yeah.
To help people in that country understand the game. So he's doing a great job expanding and having an unbelievable role like that.
Without a doubt, he's making the game bigger. He probably loves his home country.
He does.
And he loves football.
Mm-hmm.
And it's great for him to be able to share the game that he's loved with the people where he's from. That's like some beautiful stuff.
It's beautiful, like Europe. It is beautiful, like Poland. Actually, Poland's beautiful, and that's why Sebastian's so beautiful as well because Poland's right near Germany. It might connect, but I don't think it does.
I think they touch. They
touch. That's why we just sympathize for each other, and we have so much connection because I'm a Polak, he's German, and we just have that tightness. We feel each other, we understand each other, and he's just a good guy. I'm a good guy, and I'm just gonna keep drinking and just keep getting emotional because I'm blacked out. It's a beer and a half, Jules.
Time.
All right. What is he? You ready? You ready? I just broke out of it.
You were in it.
I was in it.
What kind of dude is Sebastian Vollmer?
Is he a stud?
He is pretty studly. If you think about it, a guy that he's probably one of the badass dudes from his country, never played our country's most famous sport, most popular sport, and comes in and becomes a fucking damn good football player. All right, on 3, you say what you think he is. I'll say what I think he is.
All right.
1, 2, 3. Whiz.
Yeah, baby. Give me some.
Obviously, we know him. We played with him, so we're going to be on the same page of what he is. I mean, he's definitely a whiz. If you think about it, to be able to come out of high school from Germany to go to a university in America and play American football, learn the language through TV, be as smart as he was on the field. You never saw Emmy from Sebastian Vollmer. Like, he's for sure a whiz. Clutch, catching the punt for us to get us the night off of meetings. Like, he was the guy. He's a whiz for sure.
You said it all, Jules. You said it all. He is a whiz. Guy smart as can be. Picked up the schemes, one of the hardest blocking schemes in all football. Just like that.
I think he picked up English better than you and I speak it.
No, he sure has. And if you ask him, he would agree to that as well.
He definitely would.
He'd be like, I love those two, but they cuckoo. They cuckoo. That's what he would say.
Is that very crazy?
Yeah. I love them. We love you, Seabass.
All right, let's get to our next guest.
This shit's so stupid that it's freaking funny. That's the whole point of it, right?
Yeah.
Like, what's the whole point of the show, Jules?
It's to grade what kind of dudes each guys are, or dudes.
Oh, well, I got really off track because I thought it was to be silly.
We're silly while we're doing it.
Oh, well, then we're both on the same page.
100%.
We both have our own goals. Yours is to rate dudes. Mine's to be silly.
Sometimes you got to rate a dude to be silly.
Oh, yeah, okay. Well, let me rate another dude.
Let's go.
Who are we rating next, Jules?
This is a German episode. The Germans are very serious.
I'm sorry for joking around and trying to make people laugh and be silly. It's a serious show now.
Nein! That means no in German.
This beer tastes like Sour Patch Kids. I'm not lying. Yeah, it's really sweet and tasty. It's like a wine.
It's a Heffenweizen, I think.
Well, it's very good. There's got to be sugar in here or something. I'm telling you, it's really sweet.
I think that's like a huge part of beer.
It's delicious.
Sugar,
Is
hops.
that what they do?
That's how it makes the alcohol.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? Okay, I didn't know
Hops.
that. All
Extra
right.
hops. Let's get on to Amon-Ra St. Brown. What does the AI have to say about Amon-Ra St. Brown? Start the clock.
Amon-Ra St. Brown, a standout wide receiver for the Detroit Lions, is known for his precise route running and reliable hands. Since his debut in 2021, he's consistently shown his talent, amassing 346 catches for 3,877 yards and 24 touchdowns.
Man.
He made a name for himself at USC before hitting the NFL, with German roots adding an interesting twist to his backstory. St. Brown carries a rich heritage. Off the field, he's known for his genuine, down-to-earth nature and commitment to giving back to the community.
He's for the kids.
He's a good guy. I watched him on receiver. Hard-working guy.
Yeah.
That's for sure. He's been working his butt off ever since he was a young buck, doing all the ladder drills. His dad was there to train him.
That was Mr. Universe twice.
Yeah.
How crazy
Wow.
is that? His dad
Twice?
Twice.
Whoa.
Like there's like videos of Amon-Ra and his brother, who's also in the league. What's his name? Equidinius? Yeah, I'm not reading that, dude. That's so hard. Equinemius?
You want to know what equimenius means?
What is it?
Well, there's sometimes I just know things. It's just wild. You're going to probably be mind blown. But equidemius, there's things I can't say, but there's things I know.
Equinemius?
But it's the Egyptian god of medicine.
Oh, Imhotep is the Egyptian god.
Oh,
of
my
medicine.
gosh, Jules. Okay, let me redo that one. Hold on. You want to know what equanimous Egypt means?
Imhotep?
Yeah.
Imhotep? What does
The
it mean?
Egyptian god of medicine.
That's tough to say, and I can't believe you knew that.
I just know things like that.
So Amon-Ra is the Egyptian king of gods. Equanimous Imhotep is the Egyptian god of medicine. Osiris is Egyptian god of death. Hey, those are some badass names. His dad had a plan for these kids. He definitely had a plan, and they're going out and they're executing. I'm such a fan of Amon-Ra St. Brown.
You want to know who he reminds me of? The way that he plays the game, the way that he runs his routes, bowl routes, in cuts, out routes. Like you, Jules. Like you. You guys are very similar, my man.
We do have similar game, I feel. I mean, because he moves around a lot. He's great with the ball in his hands.
And most importantly, you both are boxer ripped.
He's ripped.
You're ripped. He's ripped. You guys have similar built, same height, I think. How tall are you? 5'10"?
5'10".
What's his height? Oh, never mind.
He's 6 foot. He's 6 foot.
I'm sorry, Jules.
He's 6 foot.
But you're both ripped, central. Jack Diesel.
He's versatile. He makes big catches, and I'm excited for him and the Detroit Lions. I mean, he's going to be a cornerstone of this organization and where they're going in these next few years. And hopefully it's to the top. I think it's time for Detroit to have their time.
He has great yak ability. When he catches the ball, he makes guys miss.
Always, he's a strong runner,
yes.
Strong lower body.
He doesn't just help out the team. He helps out Jared Goff tremendously, as quarterbacks love players that
yak
can
daddies.
Get the yak. I mean, it just pats their stats big time. And, I mean, he can track that ball.
Yeah.
He's good at tracking the ball.
He's
really good at. He's really good at that. And I would say that might pertain to, some training with his dad, because when I was growing up, my dad would hit tennis balls at us like really high, and we would have to track the ball, and then he would hit it like full speed at us too. So our reaction time would just improve week in and week out as a kid. So he kind of had a similar, style growing up, brothers obviously to compete with, and then also his dad, putting him through drills and training right away as a kid. So being able to track a ball just goes way back to when you're a child, and he does a great job with it on the football field.
100% had crazy dad that made him do crazy drills. I'm part of that club as well. I mean, I remember my dad when I was getting into the league to return punts. I never caught punts really. I did a little in college, but I was a quarterback. And I would get on the press box at the high school and punt off the press box while I had those a pair of sunglasses that were taped with one eye closed. So I had to catch a punt off of my dad kicking it off the press box while my sister was throwing little like tennis balls at me. So distract me. Like, having the crazy, he definitely had crazy dad that made him do crazy drills. You can just tell.
Well, we did too.
We did too.
That's why we really like this guy.
Love this guy. Tough guy. He plays with toughness. It's tough. It's crazy when one of your guys on your offense, one of the toughest guys on your offense is your receiver. It's very rare. And he's like that. He brings a toughness to that team. Him and Penei Sewell and a lot of the guys, but he's one of those guys. You watch him in the run game. His blocking in the run game is huge. He goes in, lays hat on the safeties, digs guys out for force. You can put him anywhere. He makes catches in every spot. He can run the ball down. He runs good go routes too. I mean, he's not just a slot guy. He's a versatile guy, ball great in his hands, hard to bring down, faster than you think. He's elitely quick. He's stronger than what you think. He's a fucking good football player. That's why he's getting paid hella money. He's getting paid $30 million.
$30 million?
I think he's got a $30 million contract.
Oh my gosh, that's more than you made your whole career.
Damn near close.
Year, dude. Oh
Damn near close.
I feel bad for you, Jules. Hopefully this podcast help you out.
Hopefully
eventually.
The podcast will. Yeah. Amon-Ra, man. I'm trying to make slot receiver you come join, dude.
Yeah. Can you also tweet out, this podcast, because we're just trying to make some money. Jules made his whole career, made $30 million, which is
now
nice,
you made it in
one year. So can you help us out? Can you help him out? Can you tweet us here? Amon, please, thank you.
Do you think our dads could beat up his dad?
Maybe if it was 2 versus 1. Yeah.
I think that would be tough.
Papa Edelman, Papa Gronk versus Papa St. Brown.
That would be a fucking
coming to an arena near you.
That's a cage match. My dad just got a hip surgery, so I think he'd be a little out right now, but he'd bite some kneecaps. He'd do some Dan Campbell shit.
I think Amon has been throwing a couple TDs as well, which is pretty cool. I've been watching, the Detroit Lions. I'm a fan of the Lions, actually, especially with Coach Dan Campbell. They're just fun to watch, and he fits the system.
100%.
And he's bringing, that type of style to life that Dan Campbell wants, and that's why he's such a great mold there in that organization. And it's cool because they do all the trick plays, and he's so versatile that he can throw the ball as well and do what they're asking him to do. So obviously, you've thrown a couple passes in your career. How would you rate his passes that he has thrown, Jules?
How many touchdowns has he got? He's got through a tutty to, what was it, 2024, week 4 against Seahawks. Had a receiving touchdown and a throwing touchdown and a passing touchdown. He threw it back to Jared Goff.
Yeah, he did. He threw it back to Jared Goff.
It looked like a tight spiral.
It did.
He's so strong that you know he got tight. He probably got a strong ass arm.
And he laid it in perfectly.
Yeah, he could throw the ball. He could throw the ball.
One trait I would say that Dan Campbell, I've seen him talking about him in a press conference, is just how consistent he is with his routine. And to be a great player in the NFL, you got to have a great routine, especially as you get older, especially as the years continue to pack on you. You got to have that routine to be, consistent so you can go out there and do what you need to do out on the football field. When you're 20, 21, 22, I mean, there's a little routine, but not as big of a routine that you need to be when you want to consistently be on top of your game when you start hitting your mid-20s to 30s. And Amon-Ra St. Brown has a routine. He's going to play for a while, and he's a great player out there, and just huge props to him for what he's doing in Detroit.
Real mature of him to realize the routine, too, at such a young part of his career. Like, if you're that's a mature mindset. That's like a pro. When you get in the locker room, you have your time dialed out for what you have to do to get your work in, to make you better each and every day. And you could just tell he's a product of that routine. Does the same shit. Probably does the catching drills before the game, which I think he does. He has the weight routine. I bet you he does a lot of prehab. I mean, he's definitely a routine guy. But his mom's from Germany, right? He speaks German. He also speaks French. He speaks English. He's got a great podcast with his brother, 33rd Team. After scoring his first touchdown in 2023, you remember the little hip thrust thing he did?
No, I don't. Can you show me?
The Key and Pill. He's like, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Now I remember.
He said he would have been flagged if he gave one more pump like the Key and Pill.
Yeah, he knew.
He's a smart guy.
He knew one more pump.
He speaks like 6
languages.
languages.
One more pump, he was done.
One more pump and he's done. Oh, here it is. One pump, two
pump, and he stopped.
That's discipline.
That is discipline.
That's discipline.
Dan Campbell wanted to see that third pump too.
Did he?
He did.
No, he wanted a 15-yarder?
Nah. He wanted to see in the locker room after the game.
Yeah, right. Dick Kibble. Crazy.
Well, Jules, have you ever been flagged for a celebration?
I have not. I got
really?
I got fined for throwing the ball in the stands.
Yeah, that's not a flag though.
Yeah. Did you get flagged?
I did one time. Gronk spiked the football really hard, and Coach Belichick always harped, don't spike it near an opponent because if it hits anyone, it's a 15-yard penalty.
Yeah.
And I literally spiked it. It was versus the Jets. I think it was a Monday night game or it was Sunday Night Football. It was my second year in the league when I was going off, scoring all of those touchdowns, and I Gronk spiked it, and no one was around. The ball literally went like 15 yards that way, and it hit the guy in the shoulder, and there was a flag thrown. And then all of a sudden he was like, oh, whatever, personal foul number 87 on the offense. Penalty will be added on to the kickoff. And I was sitting there like, how did I just get a penalty? Like, what did I just do? And I watched the replay, and they showed the ball going like 15 yards all the way over to the left and hitting the Jets player in the shoulder. Yeah, it was the weakest penalty I've ever gotten.
Because you're too jacked. You literally threw the ball so hard at the ground and went 15 yards the other way.
It was like the same power as Mr. Olympian, Mr. St. Brown.
Mr. St. Brown. What a badass to have sons in the NFL like that. And he's
and he's more jacked than all of them.
I don't think he was.
Well, he was.
He was.
Yeah, he was.
Those guys are pretty jacked, and the apples don't fall too far from the tree.
They're all jacked, man.
They're all jacked. Would you rather have a dad that's Mr. Universe or an arm wrestling world champ? Tyson Bagent, remember the backup QB on the Bears? His dad, over the top, fucking Sylvester Stallone trying to win the goddamn semi.
I would say an arm wrestle champion dad of the world, because it just kind of lasts longer. You'll always have that power as an arm wrestler. Even when
Mr.
you're like,
Universe,
even when
the
you're
most
like
jacked
65.
guy in the world.
I know, but I feel like that doesn't last as long. I mean, you're still going to be jacked, but like as an arm wrestling
But if
champion,
you're the most jacked guy in the universe, Mr. Universe, he's the jackedest.
you would be the ultimate dude, actually, if you're the most jackedest person in the world.
Yeah, arm wrestle talent's cool. Ask Danny Amendola that. I mean, he broke someone's arm doing it.
Yeah, he did.
We won't get into that.
Wasn't it after a party? I know, at a party after the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I can't talk about that.
All right, we're done. But we can keep that in because.
Well, it was. arm wrestling
I
champ.
I would have my dad be Mr. Universe and the most jacked man in the whole.
Got it. I think I'm going 1000% Mr. Universe. Fucking bloom, bling, blang. I'm going straight Jack Homie.
Could you show me that again, please?
Boom, bling, blang.
I just never seen you in that character, Jules. That was pretty impressive, mate. Was that your German in you that, you flexing like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, wow.
It's a German in me. Time.
Well, what kind of dude is Amon-Ra St. Brown?
Amon-Ra St. Brown. What kind of guy is he? I mean, he's a dog.
Yeah, he is a dog.
He's a dude.
Dog.
Is he a dude's dude? He seems pretty cool.
Yeah, he is cool.
He's smart as fuck. He knows 10 languages. He's also a stud. Second round guy. Went to USC. You grow up in Anaheim. You grow up in SoCal and you get to go to USC. You're a fucking stud. That's just that. You're a stud. He's a freak. He's explosive as hell. I wouldn't put him in that freak category though. I think he's more impressive because he's not so big and he's not a freak.
Yeah, you got to be huge to be a freak.
Yeah, you got to be huge or
some like DK Metcalf
freak. Dog, he's definitely relentless.
Oh, he is relentless.
He's definitely he's
motivated big time as well. Every day
he's self-motivated.
Yes, he is.
He's a self-motivated guy.
He is juice.
All right, on a count of 3, you tell me who you think he is. I'll tell you what I think he is. On 3, 1, 2, 3. Dog.
Done.
He's a dog. He's definitely. Did you say dog?
I said stud.
You said stud?
Yeah.
I thought I heard dog.
I said stud just because he's very athletic.
But he's got that toughness in him, that gritty.
He does.
Gritty.
He does have some serious toughness to him. Like
he's tough.
To a level that
you see when he gets hit and
putting
stuff,
the Detroit Lions on the map, helping put them on the map. It fits Dan Campbell's program.
He's one of the flag carriers of that team, and that team is full of dogs.
You want to know why he might be a dog then? Why it might go with you? Because he knows all 16 wide receivers that were drafted ahead of him, and he recites them before every game. And that is dog energy right there.
That's fucking that's a dog
That's
energy.
like my dog, Ralphie. He's smaller, and he can recite every big dog that goes by him, and he attacks them every time. That's like the 16 wide receivers that were drafted ahead of him. They were all bigger and better than him, they were saying, and he attacks them and recites them before every game. That's some dog energy there.
That's some crazy shit, and you got to have, that's a dog. That's a stamp.
You're right.
Dog.
He's a dog.
In honor of our German-themed episode today, we're going to learn a little bit of German. Little Deutschland, Rob.
Oh, my gosh. Hold on. Let me pray first. Oh, my God. God bless me for this episode. Thank you. All right. I'm ready.
All right. Let's learn some German words. The first one's Langdon.
Longdong. Oh, I know what this one is. Longdong. Longdong. These Germans are
Landing.
They're funny.
Landing.
Longdong. Landong. Landong.
Landung.
Landong.
Landung.
Landong.
Long dong is touchdown. Long dong.
Oh, well, then that means I have a long dong because I scored a lot of touchdowns. So I'm Mr. Long Dong.
What do you think this one is, Rob?
Spitz. Spice.
Spites.
Spites. Oh, that definitely means spike.
Spike.
It's gotta.
Spitze.
Spitze.
Spitze. Spitze Gronk scores and he spits that football.
What is this? Nunang Schkrizig? Nunang Schkrizig? Check.
I'm not even going to try. I'm just going to let you have this one.
Nunang Schazig.
All right, I'm going to try. No, I'm not going to try. I'm not. Nuandishing.
Nuandishing. What is it? First down?
69.
Turnover.
16. 69. How do you say it?
69.
69.
69.
Hey.
Under the sheets over here.
Tonight, I will.
69.
All right, what's the next one? Grubelstick. First down stick?
Grobo stick.
Grubelstuck. Stuk.
Grobstruck.
Großes Stück.
First down.
Grab your stick.
Big piece.
Big piece. Oh man. What the heck? These Germans, man. I should have known that one.
Klapsmul.
Now that I know we're off football terms, I may get all these right now. Grapsmule.
Klapsmul.
That's, what do you think?
Beast.
Nah,
Klapsmühle.
I don't want to say what I think it is. I don't know. I don't know. Klapsmule. What is it? I don't know. I'm not guessing. That was a bad guess.
What it? Oh,
Nut
nut
house.
house. So
See, I was kinda
Schmul's got to
close.
be house.
I'm here hanging out in the Klapsmule.
Klapsmula.
I love the Klapsmule. It's where I podcast.
I know this one.
Ichiro. That's Ichiro. The baseball
Einhorken.
player. Oh, Ioken.
Einhorken.
Oh man, I was totally,
Squirrel.
was totally off. Yeah, that is squirrel.
Eichhörnchen.
Eichhornskin. Alter.
Alter. I think that's an English word. Alter.
Alter.
I'm gonna alter your mind. I'm gonna alter this play. It's some languages there's
Or
the
in
English
some-
word is the same as the word in whatever language that is.
So this is Blitz.
Alter.
Alter.
Dude.
Dude. Alter on Alter.
Aita.
Thank you for watching Alter on Alter. This is fun. I'm learning. I like learning, Jules. Learning's good for you, man.
100%.
Feels good, man, to learn.
It's gonna be really hard to learn this one.
Steck plasma finger.
Stitz Platz Zemp Fenga.
The plasma finger.
Let's hear it. What is that?
Steckplatzempfänger.
Slot receiver.
Ooh.
Stay Platz and Finger.
Steck plasma finger. University. Jules is starting soon.
Stay Platz and Finger University. Ja.
Napsendeed. Napsendeed. Tight end. Tight end.
That's tight end.
Tight end. That's tight end. Tight end. Hey,
How do we hear it?
Napsendeed.
Knappes Ende.
Oh, it's like silent K. Maybe
Nappes Ende.
like known. Kumpenspeck. Kummerspeck.
Kummerspeck. I mean, that's how it's spelled.
Kummerspeck.
Ah, Kummerspeck.
Kummerspeck is first down.
Kummerspeck.
Kickoff.
Kickoff.
Gaining weight from comfort eating.
Oh.
What? There is no English translation. It's like being fat and eating.
I'm Kummerspecking right now. I can't say these words properly, so I'm just going to go to my comfort, and I'm going to Kummerspeck. I'm going
Kummerspeck.
to eat. Eat for comfort.
Well, that's been another episode of Alta y Altel. What could we have done better next episode?
Probably not try to speak German. That's what we could definitely do next episode.
I thought we did pretty well in German.
Me too. Subscribe on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, wherever you listen to podcasts. Comment on a dude you want us to, do
And
Right.
rate and review.
and review.
Rate and review the dude you want us to do.
But for real, what could we do better next episode?
Let us know, guys. We want to know. We want to feel the feng shui of how this thing's going. Dudes on Dudes, YouTube, Instagram, X, TikTok, and Snapchat.
I know something that
Oktoberfest.
that people might want to see. Like we should do life lessons sometimes. What is like a life lesson that you learned throughout your career? Not right now.
Yeah,
not right now. I'm
definitely not
talking
right now. I've had
next
a bad
episode.
life lesson.
Like,
things
what's
the last
one-
couple weeks?
Like what's a life lesson you learned from being a child? It can be in your childhood. It could be your middle school, high school, college. Maybe something you learned in the NFL. There's some people I got to apologize to out there in my life when I was younger. Oh, I could definitely apologize to some people that probably are watching me now. Like, this asshole made it. Like what an asshole. How did he make it? Like, he didn't deserve it. So maybe, Happy Gilmore?
Billy Madison.
Billy Madison, when the sniper's about to snipe everyone out and freaking Billy Madison called him and apologized. Maybe we can apologize to some people on next episode.
I love that.
I'm just giving my thoughts. You asked. You said, what could we do better next episode? Rate and review. I'm rating and reviewing and giving my thoughts.
I think that's a beautiful comment. Let's go out and apologize to people that we feel like we need to apologize to. I mean, Yom Kippur just passed, opening up to the new year. Why don't we say sorry to everyone in the past?
Sorry, everyone.
Follow Dudes on Dudes on YouTube, Instagram, X, TikTok, and Snapchat. Dudes with Dudes is a production of iHeartRadio. For more podcasts from iHeartRadio, visit the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts. We'll see you guys next week.